Every so often, I pull out my Companion Cube plush, sit myself down in front of my TV, and marathon through Portal. I call it Jen's Saturday night. I'm gonna talk about Portal, but give me a second while I have this soapbox available. I think the Orange Box was an important release for console gamers who have never had the chance to game on a PC. The Orange Box was almost a Valve's Greatest Hits compilation and brought a few big-name titles as well as Portal to the 360, something strict console gamers would have completely missed out on otherwise. It's really tough to review Portal. What can I say that you haven't already heard? The game is short but packs quite a punch, GLaDOS is one of the most spectacular characters ever created, Ellen McLean is an incredibly talented voice actress, the humor was magnificent beyond what most gamers have come to expect from more recent titles, the structure of the game is vivid and stimulates forward thinking, the cake is a lie, and the Companion Cube wins the award for all-time best NPC with no lines. You've been hearing all of this since the game came out in 2007, so I won't be dwelling on any of that. The game is so successful, in fact, I doubt anyone listening to this hasn't played it or at least heard something about the plot. If you're new to all of this, the game centers around a girl named Chell trying to stay alive while completing deadly tests, all in the name of science. Now I can focus on how this game made me feel. That's right, it's Let's Talk About Feelings with Jen. I don't have a doll, so you can't show me where Portal touched you, but I can tell you where it touched me. Valve always steps up in development and delivers a piece of work that I hesitate to call just a video game. When I start up Portal, no matter how many times I've played it, I get a shiver of excitement knowing what I'm about to experience. I played this game through in one sitting the first time I laid hands on it. I seriously could not stop myself from completing the whole story. The mark of a good game, in my opinion, is one that is so wrought with interest or tension that it's tough to put down the controller and walk away. If Portal were a longer game, I'd probably have long since died from lack of nutrition. Portal made strict linear gameplay fun, which is really tough to do when you're working in contained environments.
Okay, the test is over now. You win.
I'm a sucker for brain teasers, and whereas the second half of the game involved more dynamic puzzles, I do find great joy in the relaxed first half of the game. The pace of Portal was well balanced, but I could have played those individual test chambers for years. So after beating the game, I was more than pleased to find the advanced levels, which still perplex me. I admit I used a walkthrough for one of the advanced levels. It made me feel dirty inside. I know, I'm an awful gamer.
The Aperture Science weighted storage.
Long after turning the game off, I found myself thinking in Portals, wondering among other things if after a few minutes of endless freefall, if my cats could still land on their feet. Oh, but don't worry, no cats were harmed in the recording of this review. I had such trouble getting through life without a Companion Cube that I had one tattooed on my arm. I'm not kidding, I take my weighted Companion Cube everywhere. I don't envy anyone who has yet to play Portal. Don't get me wrong, the game is great, but if you haven't played it, you've probably heard at least 5 times why you're a terrible, terrible person. Now's your chance to rectify that situation. The Orange Box is around $20 for the 360 and also came out on the PS3. Obviously, all of these games are also available on Steam. Thank you for participating in this Enrichment Center activity. Go have some cake.